Hey guys, welcome to the AutoCAD 2D tutorial. In the previous video, we have seen what happens when you open up the AutoCAD software, and we have taken a tour of the initial interface. Now that we have created up a new drawing, we have opened up a new drawing. Let's go ahead and check out what other options we have, what other tabs you have on the top and on the bottom. Let's check all of them out. So let's get a proper tour of the interface and understand what options do we have for creating 2D drawings in AutoCAD. So the first tab that we see over here is the Draw tab. So if you click on Draw over here on the bottom, you see a lot of shortcuts for drawing. You have a lot of sub shortcuts for drawing also. So these tools are basically used for creating any kind of drawing that you want to on our AutoCAD screen. The next tab you have Modify. If you click on Modify, you will also see a lot of other shortcuts. So this particular tab is used for modifying anything that we draw using the Draw tab. So if we have drawn a circle or a rectangle or an arc, we can use the Modify tab to maybe move that particular geometry or rotate it or copy it or mirror it based on our drawing needs. The third tab is the Annotation tab. The Annotation tab is basically used for giving texts and dimensions to our drawing. So in architectural drawing, we actually denote a lot of the data and a lot of the details by using texts and by using dimension lines with proper dimensions in a particular unit. So the Annotation tab will actually help us with all of that. Now you have the Layers tab. To understand the Layers tab, you need to understand first that anything that we draw in AutoCAD 2D should always be organized in layers. For example, you should have a separate layer for the walls, you should have a separate layer for your floors, you should have a separate layer for the columns and your roof and maybe your furniture and maybe your construction lines and so on. What this allows us to achieve is a high degree of control on your drawing and easy access to every little detail that we have in our file. So in the Layers tab, if you click on it, you'll see a lot of options for layers, a lot of shortcuts for layers. So what the layers will actually give us is separate access to separate groups in our file, in our drawing file. So if you have a wall layer, you can access the wall layer only and only work on the wall layer. If you have a window layer, you can only work on the window. If you have a door layer, you can only work on the door, and so on. And you can turn on and off every particular layer, you can lock it, you can change the color. So basically it's an all-rounded access to anything that you work on in AutoCAD. Then you have the Block tab. This will actually allow you to create blocks of particular objects. Now what blocks allow us to achieve is the repetitive task of changing every element a particular amount of times. For example, if I have a kind of door that I want to use say 100 times in my plan, so now I have used that particular door 100 times in my plan, but now I want to go ahead and change one little detail about it. So do I change it 100 times again? No, I don't. I create a block of that door, and now when I create a change in one particular door, all the other doors update. So that is how the Block tab is used. So I'll get into much detail about it when we explore the Block command. Then we have the Properties tab. Under Properties tab, you have all these options related to layers and line thickness and line weight. So this is basically whatever you create in AutoCAD using these 4 tabs. You can actually check the kind of geometry that you have created based on what color is it, what layer is it in, and what are their line thicknesses and line weights. You also have a Groups tab, using which you can actually check the kind of groups that you have created. So if you have created a group of few lines or a few polylines or a few hatches, then you can actually go ahead and edit them, particularly using this particular tab. Then you have the Utilities tab. You have a lot of options over here for measuring distances and radius and angle and area and volume based on your drawing. Then you have the Clipboard tab, and we all know that the clipboard has the basic 3 options, which is copy, paste and cut. Then you have the View tab, and you can actually change the kind of view that you want to see from your model space, or from, if you have used Autodesk Inventor before, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But for now we can just turn it off and let this be. Now let's take a look at the bottom part of our screen. You have Model, which is your modeling space. Now over here in this space we create our models. If you click on Layout, see that a sheet pops up, and over here is basically whatever you have created in your modeling space, you can arrange it in your layout tabs. And you also have a command bar over here if you just type something in this. So I'll just place my cursor, and if I type in line, see all the commands related to the term line comes up. You can scroll it and look at the other commands related to line. So basically when you type in a command and you click on it, and something will happen on your screen, and that is how the command bar is used. You can also click over here and take a look at all the previous commands that you have used. And over here on the bottom you have a lot of shortcuts for a lot of things. Let's go over some basic ones. You have the display drawing grid. If you click on this, the grid will go away. Click on it again and the grid will reappear. That is turning on and off your grid. It's a shortcut for turning your grid on and off. You have the snap mode, which is basically your snap settings for AutoCAD. So if you want to model something, then I go over to snap settings, then this particular dialog box will open up. If you go to object snap, you see there are a lot of options for snap settings, which says endpoint, midpoint, center, node. This is basically whenever you want to model something, you want complete 100% accuracy in your drawings. So if you have the snap settings on, then you can create very accurate drawings. So make sure all of these are turned on. You can just click on OK. You also have some very interesting shortcuts like changing the angles. You can work in a particular angle. Then you have a few other settings like snap cursor and line weights. You can turn on and off your line weights if you want to. You also have your scale of the drawing that you want to work in. You have some setting options. You have your workspace settings. Make sure that it's in drafting and annotation, because we want to only work in 2D right now. You can take a look at the 3D later. And you have some unit settings over here. You can change the kind of units you want to see. You have architectural, decimal and fractional. So you also have some other settings like hardware acceleration, and you have a tab customization option in the end. If you click on that, you see all these options that we just viewed. You can turn them on and off. If I turn off ortho mode, this particular thing just got vanished. Click on it again, it comes back. So it's basically a shortcut tab which allows you to turn all these things on and off. And so that is basically an overview of what we have on the top and the bottom tabs. You also have your save, your edit and your save as, and all these printing options over here on the top. If I click on this AutoCAD icon over here, it will pop up the basic options that you have for every software. You have new, you have open, you have save as, import, export and close. So these are all the basic options that you get in AutoCAD. So let's go ahead and create some lines and polylines and start working in AutoCAD 2020.